to me babble for a couple seconds as I double checked to see if I updated. I did not update. No, I did update. No, okay, whatever. Anyway, we're playing Andrew Barrich's. I probably pronounced that wrong. Blue-green deck from the top 16 of this blue-green Infect deck from the top 16 of this past Star City Games Open. Honestly, don't remember where it was. It might have been Cincinnati. I don't know. It doesn't matter. This will be the first time I've ever tried the deck with Mishra's Baubles in it, so I think it'll be kind of interesting. Played some Infect in the past, and this is fairly similar to all the lists I've tried in the past, with obviously some fairly different sideboard options. It's got the voices and the traps, but yeah, we'll jump in, give her a go, Reno. Probably be greatly confused on how to sideboard, but that's okay. Got a match already. Having problems out of my eyes today, so you'll probably hear me whine a lot. Or as I like to refer to it, the usual. We'll go ahead and keep. See what we're paired versus. Aw. Alright, I don't know what we're playing, but since we only have the one elf to try to win, or against, and Flooded Strands means that there's a potential that they're a Path of Exile deck, I think I'll protect this. In before I regret life. Certainly regretting life now. No Lightning Bodarino. They're not permanent yet, but they're going to be tested for a while before the PT, I guess. But no, they're not permanent. Oh, really? That's insane. Hopefully, there's no Gut Shotterino. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So basically, we're going to see if we can kill a thing in the ice. Going to assume they will block. Did they not block? Okay. Well, if they've got 3 surgical extractions, we dead. Might just be wanting to look for our deck. Yep, just wanting to look for our deck. Nice! Nice! Nice, nice, nice. Alright. Well, I think these are reasonable here. Don't think we want these. Potentially want this. Potentially want this. Don't want this. Don't want these. Potentially want these. Don't want this. Don't want this. Potentially want this. So these are the maybes. Um, I don't want to sideboard too much. Hmm. What is your WoW to? Hmm. Anyway, I think I want this as well. Probably want these. Double checking one thing off the screen. Hey, handy noodle. What it is. I don't think we're favored in this match. Maybe I should have took out our grounds as well. I don't think it's good enough. Alright, we'll keep. And we have to say goodbye to a card. I think I'm going to say goodbye to this one. This is game 2. I'm going to play this similarly to how I played it last game, except now they're on the play, so Thing in the Ice probably flips. And we don't have a turn 3 kill this game either. Dead Reno. I wonder if I should take out Dried Arbor in this match. Dried Arbor's really bad versus these. Dried Arbor's less bad versus those now. Is this just a mountain now? Is this still a 1-1 mountain? That's interesting. Alright, do you want to die? That's about half. I have Faithless Looting, so I have no illusions of just getting another attack in. And we're dead. Alright, game 3. We have no basic island in our deck. I actually think that was terrible, probably. I guess I want to keep it, but I don't know if it's any good. I feel like this is a hand that can lose really, really easy. I'm actually almost confident this handles a mulligan and I just punted. They seem to be mana screwed though. One more Landarino and we got this. Oh, I might have this anyway. Assume this is going to get spell pierced. Still think it's right to try for it. Arclight Phoenix in the graveyard, number 2. Oh, I messed up, but that's okay. You're attacked for 1. Enjoy. Vastwood this thing. And die to a blood moon? No blood moon. Alright, that's a good step. That's 1 card in their graveyard. That's 3 cards in their graveyard. And get trapped. Alright, Ravenous Trap, you are our hero. I really like the trap cycle. Especially like Summoner Trap. There was a white one that I don't remember what it was called that I used in a sideboard of a deck that I really like too. I don't remember what it was called. Alright, let's play first. This hand's a fairly solid keep, I believe. And because we have a backup, I'm just going to go ahead and slam this. Opponent's 3-1 playing for a good prize. Could be Storm. Interesting. Interesting. I played this in case it's Storm and they get blockers, but it could be bad because they can like Desperate Ritual into a thingy and get them both. There's no reason to attack with both. Sure they are. Guess they play Lightning Bolt or whatever. Though when I see Shivan Reef, I just assume they aren't. Alright, hopefully they don't untap and kill us. That deck does have turn 3 capabilities. So how does this read during the next turn's upkeep? So I pass. I use this on myself. See if we get a card we want. Blighted Agent. So we don't want Blighted Agent. So go ahead and sack the Rainforest to shuffle the Blighted Agent away. Draw for the bauble, draw for the turn. Play our land. Attempt to make that thing big. I'm going to attack with both because some of these decks play unsubstantiate or whatever it's called. And I want to be able to at least get 5 in. But a lot of these ones that say like return target spell or whatever to a hand, Okay. So we probably want Ravenous Traps versus a Storm deck. We probably want our Dismembers. We probably want our Spell Pierces. We probably want our Dispel. 6 cards in. Probably don't care about this here. Probably don't care about these here. I'll get rid of 2 cages, or 2 baubles. When I don't know what to sideboard out, it's just going to be base bauble basically every time, I think. We should have a sideboard guide for this. Aaron, help me out, brother. Give us that sideboard guiderino. I believe this to be a keep. They mulliganed. Interesting. They shocked. I wonder if that is opt or lightning bolt. I think it could be either. And I think regardless of which it is, I still just jam this on one. Alright, it's opt. What do? They put on bottom. Okay. I don't really have a protection spell in my hand, so I think I'm just going to jam the Blighted Agent as well. If I had any spell in my hand that could get this 3 or higher, I wouldn't have just played this. Sure. And, well, we drew our spell. A little late, a little late. And 12 points of damage. Well, technically 13 with the Exalted, but the old damage kill with Infect on turn 4. I didn't even know if I was supposed to go for the damage, and when I saw them tap this 1 mana, I was just like, oh, please take 4. Please, please take 4. They took 4. Spoiler. Ooh wee, that feels good to get that type of kill. Should have screenshotted that to my group chat. Ooh wee. Alright, we'll play first. Sounds not great. I'm just curious how it goes, but I don't think it's very good when we have 3 double green spells and only 1 green mana. And a good chance that our first thing is going to die, so we're probably going to need 3 green mana. Okay. Dredge. So the odds of them getting a blocker are relatively high. Let's make them have a blocker or a removal spell. Strike 1. Oh, nice. No more Infect Pro. That's strike 2. That's strike 3. Bloodghast cannot block, so this is a kill for anybody who doesn't know why we're winning right now. I know not everybody plays Modern. I myself do not play it very much. Her beautiful Ravenous traps in 3 games in a row. I'll just start playing these main deck. Probably want our Dismember, probably want our Spell Scat. We'll take out one of these as usual. I don't think mutagenic growth's particularly good here. Also don't think baubles are particularly good here, though we are looking for a few specific cards. So maybe I'll take out 2 of each. Okay. Alright, we've got a mulligan on our hands. Is this card good enough alone to keep versus Dredge? No. Alright, we'll keep this hand, but it's clearly not very good. This was bad. I should have played the forest that turn. Because next turn, we wouldn't have had to take the 2 damage. We could have just played this and then played our fetch. Hmm. Alright. Not looking good here. This is Karthik Reunion. The play I may bring in the Spell Pierces. But I believe this game to be close to over already. We'll keep battling. 3 lightning axes, interesting. They didn't. Oh, yeah, they did. Never mind. Don't really care if they can flag that thing. Don't care if they do that either. Oof. Oof. Pack them up. Hey, Midnight Peril, what's up? Alright, I think I want my spell piercers on display. Get rid of you and another growth. How are you today? I think this one's a keep. There's a chance we can turn 2 kill with this hand, so I think I'm going to go for it, even though it's probably not right. It's just fun. Rip. We're in trouble now. Big trouble now. And they hit. Pretty decent there. We basically have to have a land next turn to have a chance. We might still be a slight favorite if we hit exactly a land this turn. But it has to be exactly this turn, and then maybe we're still not. We don't have 2 turns, so it has to be this turn to even have a chance. I think it probably also needed to be a green land. But maybe we have one more chance to draw a green land next turn. We'll see. Depends on how they play their turn. They probably play their turn with that can flag and hold up. A Dark Blast. Assume that's what they're going to do. Assume they're going to kill this, deal us some damage, and then play a land and have a Dark Blast. It's kind of weird that they didn't play the land first so they could respond to this, though. Alright. We need to draw green land to win. Can we do it? We cannot do it. Huh. We know for a fact they have a Dark Blast in their hands, so what is the correct play now? Probably just attack. Maybe it send both and make them block. Could pump this, send both, make them block. Then even if they Dark Blast, we have a lethal threat on the following turn. Well, no, we don't have a lethal threat on the following turn because of the Ancient Grudge out of their way. Okay then. I guess it's just attack for one. Alright, cool. They didn't Dark Blast and then buy it back. Well, they didn't have double black. They couldn't do that anyway. That means there's a very good chance that we're drawing a green mana to win the game again. And there's another very good chance that I just punted the game entirely by not using a Might of Old Corrosa on that particular turn. They have a Lightning Axe, we were dead out of their way. If they had this, they should have done it beforehand. Because their Crippling Chill, if they did 2 Crippling Chills, any more things would have had haste. Alright, 1 turn to draw green mana for the game. Can you do it, deck? Nope. GG. I think I punted by not using the Might of Old Corrosa last turn. I'm pretty sure I punted this match. I was thinking in my mind they could double Dark Blast, but like they couldn't double Dark Blast. They didn't have double black. I knew they didn't have double black, so that's just a huge error. I think that was just a super bad error. Hmm. Yeah, let's see if we can get our PD chest this round. No green mana. No Infect creature. No Infect creature. Alright, I'll keep this one. So I put 3 cards on the bottom. So I'll put those 3 on. Don't think this game wins very many games when you mulligan this many. It needs too many moving parts. Alright, opponent. I don't know why we're setting him my turn. Is this another? Is it Phoenix decks? I played this deck because we haven't been getting paired versus Isn't Phoenix, and we've been getting. I felt like Tron was super popular right now. I was hoping we get a paired versus Tron. I can't win anyway. So let's just hope to get more lucky than good. That is the go here. Just hoping that they don't have it. But I don't think we can win if they do have it. Oh, it's even worse for me. Thanks, Stride Arbor, for not being a roll-in. This is not really a winnable match, I don't think. We need like some carrying calls and stuff to maybe make it winnable. Oh, combo. That's not good for me either. I think it's more winnable than the other option. Alright, let's go for the 2-turn kill and see if we can get lucky. Obviously, don't expect it to work, but we are also not getting more turns, so. I got we've got paired versus 3 Steam Vent decks that played that played cantrips. They've all 3 been differently, and I've made choices probably incorrectly versus all 3. Alright, let's try to keep 7. Can't keep this. Yeah, we keep. I sideboard one of those out, or did I forget? Oh gosh, I forgot to sideboard one of those out. Double False Scour, interesting. So we'll play this one because of the Spell Pierce. So if they have an Anger to God or like a Sweeper right now, a land would let us win because of the Ink Moth. Like a Pyroclasm or something. Okay. Play you. Guess I don't want to use you yet. Think I have to just be happy attacking for 2? I could have went for it. Maybe I'm supposed to go for it. I'm not sure. Alright, they're dead. Where do we get to draw 2 cards? Cool. Okay, game 3. On to draw. Oh, I didn't mean to take you out. I meant to take you out. I have to mulligan again. Wow. It's all been pretty sad. This is an easy keep. It's not an easy discard, though. I think at this point I just get rid of this. I have 3 different Infect things. 4 different Infect things, so... Don't really care if they die, I guess. Hopefully one of them gets ate by a path. We need to draw our Spell Pierces and Nature's Claims. I don't know if it's right to save this, but I'm going to. There's some draws next turn that would be really nice, so... Okay. Well, we got a bunch of different things. Hopefully we're not just dead. We do have 1 blocker though, so we're probably not dead. We'll have to draw a good card next turn, I think. Ooh, I am very likely just dead now. I have outs for sure. It's not one of them. Just attack for 2 then? So I can attack for 1, 2, 6. I think I'm just going to do this instead. This gives them multiple things they need to kill next turn. And this doesn't look like it's a threat, but with the distortion strike, it actually is. It's kind of exactly what I'm saying. Like, any green card might let us win. Or any green pump. Maybe not, though. Like, it obviously depends on what they have. Very likely our only window, though. What they just do? What they just do? Oh, am I dead? What's this do? This creature would leave. You may untap another permanent. Why'd they target itself? That had to be a misclick. So a land wins because they misclicked? Or am I missing something? Am I missing something? I could be missing something. Who knows? Could I just have a gut shot or something? I didn't have anything. I guess that was a misclick. I'm not actually sure. That would have been a rough game. I would have had to have hit a green card next turn and our hand be fairly weak. Playing for the 4-1. Well, we have an infect creature, so I think I'll keep. Ad nauseum, nice. They struggle to beat this card. I love Ad Nauseam. It's one of my pet decks. It's the first deck I ever fully made in Modern. They don't have a white mana, so they can't save themselves from a Pact of Negation. So we'll have to do the math, but... Alright, so... Need to make sure you're the newly controlled one. Newly controlled, tap for mana. Make you a friend. We played a land this turn, so... Make you a 5. Make you a 7. And attack for 10 with Spellscat. Okay. Whew. So, Ad Nauseam, you say? Probably don't need you. I actually think these are good versus Ad Nauseam. It makes it hard to win with the Lightning Storm, because you... How does Lightning Storm read? Maybe I'm just wrong. I think it just does one set of damage, though. Yeah, it's just one thing. Yeah, so Spell Scots are good versus that. Also think I want these. Disrupting their mana is probably decent. Might just be over sideboarding if I try to bring in 9 cards here. I'm going to try it. I may change and just try to be a faster deck on the play. There's an Ilmo CS tonight? I had no idea. I like Is It Phoenix. Sounds like a broken record, but I'm still a big Is It Phoenix fan, man. Had no idea that there was an Ilmo CS. Oh, it's the quarterly. It's the important one. Wow, with the new London Mulligan rule. Oh, wow. I'm a big Phoenix fan. I'm a big Dredge fan. I'm a big Grixis Death Shadow fan. Those are my 3 favorite decks in Modern. But I'm not a Modern player, so what do I know? I think we have to go ahead and go to 5. And we'll keep this, even though obviously don't love it. Wah wah. I got a Lotus Bloom to keep track of. Tron didn't feel terrible yesterday, but I still just feel like it loses to Phoenix, but I'm probably wrong about that. Felt really good versus Death Shadow, and it felt really good versus the Whirler Prison deck, though. Yeah, I'm a bad control deck. Let's do this. I don't think Phoenix is supposed to be particularly fast. I think it's kind of a controlling deck that usually wins off of its Thing in the Ices. Like, I think it's basically a Blue Moon deck that sometimes gets free wins because of the Phoenixes. I'm probably pretty clearly wrong, by the way. I'm usually wrong when it comes to Modern. Like, I sideboarded Ceremonious Rejection in here. I'm probably just wrong. Yes. Play a Pendant Prism so I can feel better about myself. I think they still run Prism, but I don't keep up with Modern, so I'm not entirely sure. This Verdant Catacombs is going to get a Dryad Arbor, and we're going to start putting the beats on them. Alright, plan changed. I did enjoy Tron yesterday. My big question is, does Tron actually beat Phoenix? Because if it doesn't beat Phoenix, I'm afraid to play it. Alright, we have 2 protection spells for that. What does Angel's Grace say? Angel's Grace MTG. Doesn't prevent damage. Okay. You can't lose the game this turn, and your opponents can't win the game this turn. To end of turn, damage that reduce your life. So it doesn't do anything to infect. They just untap and still die. If it smashes Phoenix, and I think it's a good choice because I think it also smashes Grixis Death Shadow, and I think it's also a favorite versus Dredge, and I think those are the top 3 decks. But you know, what does my opinion matter? I'm probably just wrong. Ginger streamed some today, but I didn't get a chance to watch him. They play Bantu's Last Reckoning out of sideboard sometimes, so I don't think I want to overextend with the second Blighted Agent. There was no reason on God's Earth for me not to attack with the Dryad Arbor, though. I mainly did it in case they have a Dismember or something that I wanted to hold up Blossoming Defense at end of turn. But I don't even know if they play Dismember, so like that may just be trying to play too weird. Like they might not have an instant speed removal for the Glistening Elf, or they might not have a sorcery speed non-sweeper removal. I'm not sure. Like I'm literally trying to play around things that I don't know if it's in their deck. That's probably way wrong. Serum Powder. Somebody told me it was bugged. I have no idea. Apparently, Hoogland or something somehow exiled his entire deck with it. Oh, they fixed the bug. Okay, I didn't know. I hadn't tried it yet. I've been wanting to try some of those Eldrazi decks because I think obviously like cards like Eldrazi Temple get better with this bug, and some of them all run Serum Powder. So I thought that sounded like a good thing to try, or something that I wanted to try. Don't know what they're going to call the Spoils of the Vault, so I didn't cast the spell, but the spell can always hit ad nauseum. So what did they call? Does it say what they called? Or does it just say what they got? It puts them in a weird order here. Choose a card name. I don't see it saying a card name anywhere. Oh, maybe it's way up here. Maybe I gotta scroll up for a while. Name's Temple of Deceit. Okay. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, especially with Serum Powder. And I thought that deck was like decent anyway. Like this gave me problems on stream 2 or 3 different times. Alright, with the right draw, we could theoretically win. That's not the right draw. How much does it cost to play Pact? So these are the exiled cards? Okay. They're still 2 lands away from winning. Or they could have 2 spirit guides in hand. So they have 2 spirits guides, ad nauseum, Angel's Grace, plus a Pact of Negation. They can technically win this turn. Or I guess a land plus 1 spirit guide does it too. They've been just passing for a bunch of turns in a row. If I'm not mistaken, they know I have the Blossoming Defense and Mutagenic Growth in my hand. I'm pretty sure they saw them. But to be honest, the game's gone so long now, I don't remember if they've saw them. Alright, they're going for it. There's 1 spirit guide. They didn't tap it for black. So this is just a value ad nauseum, and I don't care. They have 5 life. Okay. Guess I don't care if they're at 5 life. Huh? They can't pay for a pack, so they're dead. Alright, another 4-1. Just never play a combo deck and you'll always 4-1. The match I lost, I think I may have punted it as well. I made a really bad mistake this game. Let's see if I can get to the point where I made the mistake. So I see them missing a land drop here. And then, for some reason, I don't use this mutagenic, or this Might of Old Corrosa. Because in my mind, I know they have a Dark Blast in their hand that they've been buying back. In my mind, they were going to be able to upkeep Dark Blast this, and then dredge it back and cast it again, but I know they don't have the land. So I was just super wrong not to use this. Because if I'd used this here and attacked them for 5, I would have the mutagenic growth to play around the Dark Blast that I see. So they would have had to have a Dark Blast and a Lightning Axe, and I've already saw a Lightning Axe. So the odds of them having a Dark Blast and a Lightning Axe weren't very high, I don't think. But anyway, for some reason in my mind, I thought they could. Whoops. I thought they could play 2 Dark Blasts, and I just attacked for 1 like an idiot. I don't know why I did that. I still had an out to win. Like if I drew a green source this turn, I would have won. But there's just no reason to be in that situation. But then it was just a horrendous misplay. I think I'm learning a little bit though. I don't know. Like I knew it was a misplay pretty quickly after I did it, but I like Infect. Infect felt okay. My favorite deck that I played with the Mulligan rules so far, though, is Tron. What time is the almost CS tonight? It is... Ooh. It's a bunch of hours from me. 13. I definitely don't have 35 QPs. Oh, that's the quarterly anyway. Never mind. I'm not qualified for that. Tron does Mulligan well, though, so you have that. I need to start playing more Moto and just getting QPs again. That's not the right one. I should definitely have more than 26 after 4 months of the year or whatever. I want to play Pauper so bad, but I can't put up with the 10-minute queues. Like, I actually enjoy Pauper. I think I might like Pauper more than Standard. I just open too many chests, and I never play PT queues. I never play Limited, so they don't really go away if you only play... I wish I could trade them. They don't really go away, though, if you only play Constructed. And open your chest, that is. If you sell your chest, they obviously go away. But if you only play Constructed Leagues, they don't really ever leave. I like the... Now, I would never tell somebody to play this, but the... What am I trying to say? The 8-rack deck actually felt pretty good the other night. And it supposedly crushes Phoenix. And it felt okay versus Grixis Death Shadow as well. And I have to imagine it's okay versus stuff like Tron. Yeah, I think people more aggressively mulligan, so that makes this deck a lot better. I think the new Liliana coming out is going to make this deck a lot better too. The new Liliana is sweet for this style of deck anyway. I don't know if this sideboard's right. I don't know if this 75 is right. Like, I should probably go read a Tom Ross article. I don't know if this is his 75. I just took a random 5-0 list, but like the matches felt pretty good. And even the match that I lost, and the games that I lost, I always either A, felt like I just lost because I didn't draw lands, or B, felt like I always had live draws to win. Jabber's still on Jund. Well, he was yesterday when we got paired, but I don't know if that means Jund's good right now, or if it just means Jabber's playing Jund forever. I guess I should go back to the Infect deck. In case anybody shows up and wants to know what we played. Like, the black-green decks beat Phoenix and Death Shadow, though, right? Anything that beats green or Phoenix and Death Shadow just feels like it's competitive. Like, I feel like those... Or maybe I'm overrating on how big of a metagame Shadows decks are, but... when it comes to like Star City games and stuff, hasn't Phoenix been like 15 to 20% of the meta like day 2 for for the past X amount of time or days. And then maybe like Death Shadow might put it up to 20 to 25 as well, because I think Death Shadow's played pretty heavily at the moment. But it's really hard to metagame for Modern, though. There's so many decks in Modern. Decks that I don't understand why aren't getting played right now, though. Like I feel like Storm should be good right now. Storm feels to me like it's good versus Shadow, or not Shadow, sorry. That it's good versus Phoenix, it's good versus Tron. It feels like it's good versus all the black-green dirtly decks. Feels like it's good versus Phoenix. We both Goldfish turn 3, but it feels like they have, with the Graveyard Hate? That could be true. Just play Blue-Black Mill. Poor Jason Chung stopped streaming, so I don't know. The last thing I heard him say was when KCI got banned to stop playing Blue-Black Mill. But I don't know if that's true or not. This is obviously a pre KCI ban list. I think we can go ahead and delete Jun Shamans. We're never coming back to this deck ever. The London Mulligan rules are not permanent rules yet. They are just something that they're testing on MTGO only. They're not on Arena, and they're going to be used at Magic Fest London for the Pro Tour. I do not know if they're going to be used in the Grand Prix as well, but I know they're going to be used in the Pro Tour. From what I'm reading on Twitter, though, it seems like people like the Mulligan rule pretty good, though, so I wouldn't be surprised if it becomes full-time at some point. Like, I've not hated it. It's different. It's a little weird to get used to. Like, I notice a lot of hands that I draw them, Mulligan, I have 6 cards, or, well, technically I have 7, and I'm like, man, I would get rid of any one of these for a random scribe, and I have no idea how it's going to end up being in Vintage or Legacy. I've not even watched anybody stream, but I've not hated it, and just based on Twitter, it seems like people enjoy it. Like I think Autumn had a really good take on it. It might be too broad of a take because a lot of formats like Modern are fun, and Legacy and Vintage are fun because people get to do what they like to do, what they have fun doing, where they're not really. And she wrote this, or sorry, they wrote this. I apologize. And I think it's kind of correct in a manner of the things that are getting super powered probably shouldn't be legal, but I don't think these formats would be that popular if people were just, like, can you imagine, for example, like how much outrage they'd be if Brainstorm got banned in Legacy? Like, people, for the competitive players want bannings, but competitive players aren't what drives formats or tournaments. And I think if you go poll the average person, like, they don't want things like Faithless Looting banned. They don't want things like Mox Opal banned. I personally want that stuff banned. I don't think that stuff belongs. I don't think Ancient Stirrings belongs either. I don't think it's cool. I don't think it's cool when, like, your red cards and your green cards are better draw spells than your blue cards. And I know they're conditional or whatever, but you're building decks that the condition's not a downside. Yeah, that is true. That is true. It does feel a lot like that. It's definitely different. I don't know what my feelings are. I've only let's see what is today. Today's Friday. I played 3 tournaments with it. I played uh this Gristle brand combo deck. Or one of these. I don't know which one I played. Doesn't matter. I played one of those. I played Tron and I played Infect. So and I've only watched. I watched Wyatt Darby play a little bit today, and I watched Corey play a little bit the other day. So like I don't have a lot of data to back up any of my opinions, but just based on what little I've played, I don't hate it yet. And I'm typically a pretty closed-minded person, so if I don't hate it yet, that's probably a good thing. Yeah, I don't think anybody's holding anything back for the MOCS, especially considering the Pro Tour. There's only one round of unknown information, and I don't. I mean, maybe if somebody just broke the format, they might would hold that back for the Pro Tour. But I doubt anybody's broke the format. It's probably just going to be tweaks on existing archetypes already. Like I doubt like anybody out there's figured out how to make Jeskai Ascendancy unbeatable or something like that. You know what I mean? Like it's just going to be people playing Phoenix and Jund and Dredge, and they're going to have a card here or there different. But I don't really expect a brand new deck, or not a brand new broken deck anyway. Maybe a brand new deck that's playable, but like not a brand new deck that's going to sweep the field. Like I don't expect there to be an Eldrazi, you know, because like I think that deck kind of caught a lot of people by surprise. I didn't know it existed. Obviously, it was in leagues and stuff like that. The Frank guy, I don't remember his last name, the one that played the mono black and top 8'd, I know he said he just saw it in a 5-0 list or whatever and made some changes to it and worked on it a little bit. So like it wasn't an unknown deck. I just don't think a lot of people realized it. Yeah, maybe Cheerios is good enough now. I don't know. Cheerios is a fun deck. And Cheerios doesn't require you to use your graveyard, so like the most popular hate cards right now doesn't affect it. There doesn't seem to be a lot of Stony Silences and stuff either. That might be something I think about for next week. Like I streamed Cheerios once, I think, and I liked it. Yeah, I mean you've got 13 hours or whatever. You definitely don't have enough time to perfect the deck. Huh? But if Tron's beating the top 3 decks, like it, and it, we know it's decent versus black green. We know it's decent versus some of the slower decks. Like it's probably better than I give it credit for. I didn't think it beat Phoenix. That was the main reason I've been saying I hate Trons because I didn't think it beat Phoenix. Like, uh, with Phoenix, like I generally always have like 2 to 3 ceremonious rejections and some Snapcaster mages, and it's always just felt relatively easy to keep them off of anything but Ulamog. But that's just me. I'm probably just wrong. Like they do get a million mana unless you get lucky and like fault scour them into a surgical extraction or something ridiculous. I know some builds like Jerry T's here is playing the Molten Rings. Not sure how good that is. And I didn't love it. I think I like Blood Moon more. My food was supposed to be here 30 minutes ago, so basically I'm just stalling because I have nothing to do. I don't know any Mishra's Baubles in paper. I probably need to pick those up at some point. I need to get more format points. I think there's 3 more playoffs of each, so I need like 105 of all of these. I'm not even close to that. I need to make time to play the challenges again on the weekends. Like I'd had this big plan that I was going to play all the challenges and qualify for all of this stuff, and then I started, you know, just playing League of Legends again, and my willpower to do anything other than League of Legends dropped to approximately 0. Could just stream League of Legends all the time. Become a brand new League of Legends streamer that only plays 2 champions. And would only play one if they didn't ban it fairly often. Well, semi-regularly. It's a word, I think. I have not tried Dota Auto Chess. I've not even watched it. Is it just chess or is there special rules? I'm assuming there's special rules. Because if it was just chess... Oh, it's not chess at all. Interesting. I was going to say, if it was just chess, I would have to imagine Kifka was just, like, crushing the world at it. I might have to turn on a stream and try to watch it later. I literally just thought it was chess. I kind of ignored it completely. Huh. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna check it out later then. Thanks for the heads up. I really didn't know. I kind of want to play more Eternal too. I kind of want to stream Eternal. I've noticed Manu has been getting like 300 and 400 watching him play Eternal, and I think Eternal is a very, very fun game. Like I really enjoy Eternal. You can't win any money or anything at it, but like as far as like free to play, get no value out of, like I probably enjoy it more than Arena. The gameplay feels a little better. I should try the new Hearthstone expansion too. I saw some clickbait banner that told me that if I logged on, I got a legendary, and I updated and logged on, and it didn't give me the legendary for the new set. And I was just like, man, I don't want to do a quest. I probably have to do a quest to get this. I'm out. Just turned it back off. There's too many games and too little time when everybody could just be playing League of Legends. Oh, really? I didn't know that. I just know the Facebook ad told me you got this cool legendary. It didn't sound particularly good, but it sounded cool. It does make a lot of sense. That's fair. I quit playing Hearthstone when I realized my account was messed up and I'd thrown a lot of money away for nothing. I got pretty depressed about it. Though I guess I've talked about that a million times on stream and nobody cares. But I was liking Hearthstone when it came out. Like I didn't like it as much as Magic, but I was like, I could play this game. Less cards to think about. You don't have to worry about instants. Like it's a good game, and my mind for some reason understands it a little bit more. It seems like there's just a lot more to think about in Magic. I didn't want to go play the Strivewire tournaments or whatever they're called. Silverwire, I don't know what it's called. That was like the only thing I could do because my account can't be played to qualify for anything because I'm silly. Oh, I guess I'm gonna hop offline. I'm going to go get underneath a fan. 79 degrees in my house, which is, I have no idea, since America uses a different temperature system than the rest of the world. And I feel like I'm roasting alive. But my AC's broke. They were supposed to fix it today, but the parts never came. I'm disappointed. But anyway, thanks so much for stopping by and keeping me company. And good luck tomorrow in your event, Lars. I really hope you hit. I hope you spike. Take care, everybody. And see you, tacos, as well. I don't know if anybody else is actually here. See y'all.